Welcome back to another Bolt tutorial. Are you almost ready to launch but not sure if there's one or two more things you need to do before sharing it with your audience? In today's video, we're going to cover a few essential things that you should cover before you launch. Let's dive in. Our first suggestion, and this applies throughout the entire build process, is to publish early so that you can conduct the security scan as you're building out your project rather than just at the very end. Security scans won't start until after your site has been published. And to address these security issues, click Review Security. This identifies vulnerabilities in your database, such as missing row-level security policies. We can now ask Bolt to fix. Don't feel that these security issues which have been detected need to get down to zero. In some cases, these warnings will be persistent based on the information that you're sharing from your database. This is where it's important to read what the agent has to say. If you notice that leaked password protection is disabled, to enable this, go into our database, select authentication, select email, and here we can toggle on to prevent leaked passwords. Having performed our database security scan, let's now perform a front-end security scan. And here's our prompt. Perform a front-end security audit to determine if there are any security vulnerabilities with this site. We'll put it in plan mode, generate our plan. The plan's complete and the agent says there's no critical client-side vulnerabilities found. This is a great way to improve your peace of mind and help understand more about the security of your site. If you'd like to still conduct your security scan, but you don't want your site publicly available to anybody on the internet, you can publish and make sure that you change this to private. Now you can manage access and republish, ensuring that nobody from the open web can access this site. Next up, let's systematically go through the prompt library. So to access this, come down, hit the plus button in the prompt window, and here we can click Open Prompt Library. From here, we can access some pre-written prompts. For example, these 5 all improve the accessibility of your site, and you can see the prompt on the preview here on the right. I like to systematically work my way through each of these prompts so we can improve the accessibility, SEO, usability, and others. Next up, let's initiate our analytics so that we can monitor our site's adoption. To access this, click on the cog icon and then analytics. Some very basic sites, like a simple landing page, may not have a Bolt database setup, so make sure to establish one by prompting for it so you have access to this page. Bolt databases are free and unlimited, so there's no harm to set one up for your site. Now, if the analytics contained here isn't quite enough for what you're hoping to track, you can go ahead and set up a service like Mixpanel or Posthog. Some of these third-party analytics services often have generous free plans, and they're a great way to get started with more detailed insights. If you want to learn more about setting them up, you can check the video linked above. Now, if you want to take your project seriously, now's time to connect your custom domain. To do so, go to All Project Settings, click on Domains and Hosting, and here you can connect a domain that you own, or you can buy a domain directly from Bolt. Simply search for a domain name that you like and it will show similar or matching options with the first year price and the renewal cost as well. Finally, once we're ready to share it, notice when we paste a link to the live site, it shows a Bolt.new open graph image. Let's now generate our own image to use here instead. Go into our project settings, select add-on features, and ensure that image generation is enabled, and let's save. Here's our prompt. Generate an open graph image and favicon to accurately represent this site and add it to my project so these are visible when I share it. We'll make sure we're in plan mode and let's generate our plan. It wants to create an open graph image and design it to match the brand with a dark background and teal and cyan accents. A similar thing for the favicon. This all sounds great. We'll answer the clarifying questions, turn it off plan mode, and let's build. With that republished, if we now paste that URL in a message conversation or a social media post, we can now see that open graph image that was generated and added to the site. To manually add an image for this, go into Code, jump into the public folder, and here we can replace this OG image, keeping the name the same with our new one, simply by dragging and dropping here into this folder. Notice that when a site is published without a favicon, we just see this generic globe icon here on Google Chrome. Now that we've just added a favicon and republished, if we reload this site, now we can see that favicon that was created. Again, to modify this, you can do that in the public folder within Code. One more thing that we'll check for is your image sizes and you're not unnecessarily using more bandwidth than required. Here's our prompt. Determine if any of the images on my site are too large and if I should reduce them to improve and optimize bandwidth use. Let's put it in plan mode, and send the plan. And here's the agent's response. This user story photo is 1.6 megabytes, a lot larger than it needs to be. Based on how many pixels wide it is, it could be shrunk to about 100 to 150 kilobytes, roughly 90% smaller. If lots of visitors come to our site as is, then our bandwidth usage will quickly add up. It's also asking us to improve the way that users' avatar images are handled as well. So we'll answer those clarifying questions, we'll turn it off plan mode, and let's improve that. Because image compression is one of the tools available to the Bolt agent, it was successfully able to compress this image, making it about 90% smaller. This saves load time and reduces bandwidth. So there we go. In today's video, we've covered some of the essential tasks for you to tick off your checklist before you're ready to share your site with your wider audience. As always, thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video, and all the best publishing and sharing your site.